corner store, my corner raw. Catch me on the block a quarter to 4. Stocky dimes, 20 dimes, like a quarter or more. Take a tour of the mall, give you OD, I hold heat. Which gives stick up kids cold feet, turn their flesh into cold meat in them cold streets. I bundle up real husky, I make bundles husky. Don't trust me, then bust me. Y'all dudes is babies on the block, I'm that #1 stunner. Yo, my coat come back like Todd McCullough. Rap be on some other shit, click clack with them guns and shit. Fuck kidnapping, he ain't done shit, I hold cannons. I ain't the dude to keep rapping on that killer shit. Kidnap your baby's mom in the Schuylkill River, bitch. My style ain't real, y'all dudes is clashing. If white rats around with that thing, lay it down, I need that cash and I'm stashing. Been down for a minute, I'm back, I'm taxing. Been in jail, beating my dick to Tony Braxton. Trying to get the court like Speedy Claxton. The thing goes clap in an orderly fashion. If it's money, I'm trapping.
Welcome everybody to Phoenixville to Phoenix. This is the episode. I don't even know the name or the number of the episode. I don't really give a fuck. Because
like 25,
something like that, 24, 25.
Yeah.
But this week we're dedicating this episode. As you can see, we have a large family of people here, and we're dedicating this show to Tom Conboy, aka White Rat. You know, one of the coolest motherfuckers I think that ever graced the stage of Phoenixville. You know what I mean? Dude that left more memories than probably anybody I could think of. Just a good dude that, you know, left us, you know, maybe too soon, maybe not, who knows, you know what I mean? But the fact is he's gone, and we're all trying to cope with it now. So that's why we're here. I think a lot of it, you know, let's get here, let's talk about it, let's talk about Tom, whether it's positive, negative. Like Kelly said, I think we could jump into a feelings check, set it off, make sure everybody's all right. If anybody has anything they want to get off their chest, you don't got to talk. So, you know, we'll just go around. We ain't got to go around in order. Just, you know, if you want to talk, you could check in. You know what I mean? It's therapeutic. It's part of the reason why we do this. It's therapeutic. And at times like this, we really have to come together and support each other. So that's why we're here. You know what I mean? And we asked our guests to come on to share some stories or just talk with us and just hang out with us for an hour or two. You know what I mean? You don't have to stay the whole time. You can stay as long as you want. You could click off whenever you want, but we're probably gonna hang out, you know, for a little while, at least an hour or two. But yeah, open it up, Kel. What's going on? How you feeling, Kel? Let's start with the ladies. If they want to check in, we'll allow them to check in first.
Today was better for me. I mean, like the last, I would say 4 nights or so, every morning, like I would get up and be like beside myself. And then I'll tell you this, all I could think of was Tom would be like, girl, if you don't get your fucking shit together, like brush your hair and do what you gotta do to look right and stop tripping. So today I kind of felt that vibe big time. So I feel better. I mean, you know, my heart's broken, but as probably all of ours is, but you know, it's getting a little better as the days go by. And I'm just glad we're all here tonight and connected. I mean, some of you, like, I haven't seen in person in so long. So this is beautiful, and this is what Tom would want. And I know he's really happy about this gathering here. So I'm good. I'm all good.
Most definitely. Monica, what's up?
Doing all right, one day at a time.
Definitely.
Got my hoodie tied up
Hey,
that you were grinding me up about on the one show, and then Tom had to defend me.
There's only 2 people I know that wear hoodies like that, Monica and Tom. And that's when Tom said she's my daughter.
What?
I'm pretty sure during that, when I shot a video this week, kind of in tribute of him. I don't know when it's coming out. It's probably not going to come out soon. It'll probably take a few weeks, but I tied the hoodie up. I had the hoodie with his face on it. I tied it up. I don't know if you can see it because it's black on black, so you might not be able to see it tied up, but I did it. Just
it's all right. Meredith, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's actually the second person that died this week for me.
Damn.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
Both young too. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel numb about like death. I don't know, but maybe that's because after so many, you know.
Yeah, you've experienced a lot, and I know this one hit you pretty hard because you and
I just
Tom
saw it.
traveled the United States together.
I know. My gosh. What is
Somebody
I mean-
else could hop in.
Anybody else want to talk about their feelings? Feelings check. Randy, you good? You being shy up there in the corner?
Mhm.
I ain't got a lot of work to say about it. I'm just mad. I'm more mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. That's part of the grieving process, being angry,
Thank you.
upset, and all that. So that's normal.
Other than that, though, Randy, you good though?
Yeah, I'm good. I just
Mike,
don't
how
want.
you doing, Mike?
I just don't want nobody else on the screen to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Nobody else on the screen.
We're all gonna go one day.
Oh,
Not like
Very
that.
Meredith, for keeping it 100, Meredith.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
We could just wait till we're like in our 80s and shit, though. I'd much.
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to go.
I'll be honest, Kel, I ain't gonna make it.
I don't want to go when I'm 80 though.
No way I'm making it to 80.
What are we doing for?
I'm not making it to 80. I'm not
I don't
saying
want to die.
I'm
I
not
want to be
listen.
like 70.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go out on some goofy shit like I was trying to a couple years. I'm saying I just don't feel like I'm gonna make it to 50 or 80. I think like 60.
50 now. I'm like, what?
Nah, 60. I think if I can make it about 60, I'm good. I'm good with 60. As long as I
That's
go,
why your ass won't live to
You'll never
110.
get to see your grandkids.
I
I'm
mean,
trying to be like 103.
That's what I care about.
You
No.
will be, and you'll look like that.
Yeah.
Look same
I don't
fucking
know.
way.
It ain't go gray yet, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably won't, baby.
you probably
Any
won't.
buttons?
Scott,
Any butt.
Still freaking. Still freaking.
Yo, how about when we seen Scott and Scott ain't even look like Scott no more? I didn't even believe it was him. I was like, that ain't Scott.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my
Uh,
dad.
Remember,
Speaker?
Scott had to fly. Scott used to have to fly
My
his
dad,
Air
my
Maxes.
dad. I haven't seen my dad in a long time, but we seen him one time.
We were
He was like
shooting a video.
Yeah,
We were
he's
shooting a
security
video,
guard.
remember?
Yeah, and he was fat and had gray hair, and Corey didn't know it was him. I
was
didn't know
like,
it was
that
him
is
either.
Scott.
I
They
just
were
knew
like,
the
you know
voice.
who that? Yo, so they kicked us off, right? And then Derek and them was like, you know who that was, right? I'm like, yeah, it was George Rocco or whatever. He was like, no, the security boy. I said, no, I ain't recognize boy. He was like, that was Scott. That's my dad. I said, get the fuck out of here. I didn't believe it. Like I just didn't believe it. He
For
looks
years, I didn't see him for years before that. So I cussed
Wait,
him.
Corey,
Cussed him out and took off.
Corey, where do you live now?
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, okay. Phoenix, Arizona.
AZ.
Okay.
Zizzle.
So
I love
anybody
it,
got some good white rat stories they want to share?
Well, hold on. Did everybody check in? Let's go around. Big Mike, how you feeling?
Oh, you know what?
I'm
No.
all right, man. I feel bad, man. This one stung a little
Right,
bit. I've been friends with Tom a long time. Friends with Tom, 26 years. He was
Absolutely.
my first friend moving up here from Philly. He's the first kid who came up and introduced himself to me. Because me and my brother had a real hard time when we moved from Philly to Phoenixville. You know, you're used to like living in the hood and like everybody's looking out, and you're around a bunch of rich ass white folks that like, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's like a different atmosphere. Tom came up and introduced himself right away. No shit, he's from fucking the same neighborhood.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
I mean, Tom been through a lot together, man. Me and Tom been through a lot together, inside and out. You
Right.
know, one thing I could say about that man, he's just stand-up fucking dude, and he never told on anybody. That's why I don't know why he picked the name White Rat out, because he's by far not no fucking rat. I mean, there's another person on here. We're all convicted of. That was me.
Hold
Tom.
on, he'll come back.
Fucking
Don't bring
me.
it back.
We're the only people away. Everybody else are going the fuck home. And Tom looked at me like, yo, but the cops told Tom, you know, Mike Rogers telling on you, Tom, if they come on today, you know, Tom's telling on you right out there. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Come on. Take me to Lima.
Lima.
You know what I mean?
They had some good
Fuck, play
food
video
there.
games for 3 days to go home.
Yeah. That place.
I mean, Tom been through a lot. This one stung a lot. All jokes aside, though.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'll,
just give him my info.
Is that Brooke that's on there?
What's that?
Is that Brooke that's on here too? The other one that's blank?
I don't know.
It might be. I don't know. She didn't text me back yet. Let me
Who's
see.
Erica?
Erica
That's-
Swanson.
Is that Swanson?
Yeah, she's at work.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
working.
I don't know. I
Can
don't
she-
know who that one is.
Who's
Can she
Erica
hear?
Johnson?
Can she
That
hear
sounds
us?
very familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Erica, what's up?
Who is?
I'm glad you hopped in here.
Washington Avenue finest.
Washington Avenue's finest.
I know that.
Where y'all seeing this? I only got 7 squares.
Nah, there's there's 2 blanks at the bottom. One was
They should
Erica.
put it
and
like
then,
Hollywood Squares.
I'm not sure who this is. I'm not sure who Al Cartel is.
Oh my God.
Al Cartel.
Al.
All right, Al, what's up?
Al
I gave it to Hayden Morinelli. I gave the codes to get into him. But that's the only other person I did. So I don't know who the fuck.
It don't matter. I mean, if they want to jump
That'd
in,
be
they
weird.
I gave
You
the
know
codes
what?
out to everybody. We're having a party on Zoom
You know what'd
tonight.
be weird?
Look, it better not be Officer Sosa, because then we're gonna have to get out of here.
that would
Oh
never
my
We'll have to
God.
bail and start a new.
Oh my
I can start a new room. Where are we at?
Me.
Jamie.
Hey, where are we?
Jamie,
Hi.
how you feeling, Jamie?
I know, right?
And thank you
I
for
don't know.
joining
I
us.
mean, it's hard because like I just celebrated 4 years, and the thing I hate the worst is that like you can't bring everybody else along. Like you want everybody to get it so bad, and when they don't, it just hurts. And it like brings up all the memories of like being young, and it brings up memories of Shiloh for me. And how much simpler life was when we were young, when we were teenagers.
Yeah.
I got a lot of love for Tom, and it's hard because the more days that go on, the more stuff I find out, and like kind of the worse it feels for me. And it's like real hard because like, my 20-year-old, she's going through it now where she's like losing people her age.
Wow.
And it's like this disease doesn't discriminate. He's
Not at all.
I'll never, like hearing his voice like means so much to me because I just think him calling me James, like because that's what he would always do. But it's like hard because like my 13-year-old, I can't even tell her because he was so good to her. Like they got to the point where they had the kind of relationship where like they would call each other like on Instagram.
Yeah.
Which probably sounds weird as shit, but he was so good with her.
Yeah.
That like some days I think she liked him more than she liked me.
I know that's right. That's how he was, man. He had that energy like that.
Yeah.
Yo, and congratulations on 4 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just hard. Like I said, you want everybody to get it. You know what I mean? You want everybody to like experience the miracle. And unfortunately, it don't happen like that. But it's like so hard because, as the years go by, like it's another person and another person. And, Corey, from like being like in recovery, it's like it's people you've met just through meetings, people you've met like on the street, like one time or another. And then it gets to the people that it's like your heart. And it's just, it's indescribable.
James, you was in a recovery house, right?
Yeah.
I was in one too, and right there, like I lost a lot of friends. I mean, of course, they're not friends like all of us right here sitting in this room, but I mean, they're friends. They're people that I'm living with these people. So, over a month or two, you're living with somebody, and then the next thing you know, you wake up in the morning and the ambulance is there and he's dead in his room. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's like so real, and on top of our own personal experiences with, I know I've overdosed and all that goofy shit, but yeah, it's just, it's terrible, man. It's too many people dying over this shit for real. And
I noticed more like since this COVID thing started, it's like 3 a week, 4 a week of people that I know, or that I know through somebody else that's like dying of the same thing. And it's just wiping out, and the damage it does to families, to the loved ones around, like, it's just, it's awful.
I think with COVID too, there's been like a big increase in mental health issues as well, which usually coincides with addiction sometimes, both or just
absolutely
one. So
absolutely.
There's definitely a lot going on. And it's
Yes,
sad.
there is. I mean, addiction is probably, it should be. Listen, when you see a presidential race, right? And I'm not trying to get political, but why don't they talk about that shit, bro? Why isn't that one of the biggest topics that they're talking about? You know, when we're trying to vote in our next president. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
it's wiping out a generation of people they don't want to have to deal with.
I don't
and
know
it's
what it is.
poor. And I think it's more
I
poor.
like that,
Like
Jamie.
drugs,
Yeah.
drugs tend to stay in poorer communities, so it's not their
Yeah.
kids.
And they
You know what
make
I mean?
money off of it. So why would they care?
Tons.
Yeah, but it's just like, damn, like, I don't know. I feel like they should be able to do a little more than what, you know, they do. But at the
You
end of
just
the
get sick
day,
of hearing it, and it's never going to stop.
yeah.
And also
That's
being you spoke earlier, Corey, sometimes we wish people would think a little more like us. And then sometimes that could be unrealistic too.
Yeah.
Trying to
I don't know if I want anybody thinking about me or thinking like me though.
In certain aspects, maybe, right?
I was
Did we
fortunate
lose
enough.
Randy? I don't see Randy no more.
No, I just seen him. I'm flipping through because Hayden's coming through. I don't see Randy no more. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know. He can always sign back in. So
Okay.
I know Hayden's trying to sign in now. I'm trying to figure out how to connect.
Nice
Doc,
Steve.
how
Yo.
you feel? Check in with us.
I
How
feel
you
like
doing?
No, I know. We're just asking. I just, give everybody opportunity to
Well,
vent a little bit.
Well, what I did right when I heard the news, I had a fucking panic attack, and I went to the fucking liquor cabinet, and I just started fucking drinking fucking 92 proof fucking Taylor Jerry for about 4 days straight.
I'm only laughing at the Taylor Jerry.
Me too. Me too. It's Sailor.
I don't even drink that. It's my girl shit. So I was like, man, fuck this. My anxiety pumped up. I just started drinking and just got fucked up and woke up, felt like more shit, and then shit again. And then I'm feeling better as the days go on. So
Yeah.
it's horrible. I met him when I was 11. Been best friends with him ever since.
Yeah.
So sad.
How old was everybody when they met Tom?
First of all, where did you meet Tom?
Yeah,
right now, and then we'll go around kind of, and everybody can kind of tell. Because I still remember the time I met Tom, and it's weird because I probably don't remember that for a lot of people, but for some reason I remember the moment I met him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll tell the quick version of the story.
Okay.
Me, Bob Miller, and Jeff Taylor were riding around on our BMX bikes. We stopped in front of, at the time, it was Andy's Philly Steaks up there on that road.
Oh my gosh.
And
that just makes me feel old right there.
Tom just moved down here, so he was living.
He lived right behind there.
Yeah, right in that back alley that takes you 7-Eleven
Street. Yeah.
Milligan
Street. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, because you guys grew up right there too, next to Shagarelli.
Shagaroni.
Where's he at? But go ahead.
I know we used to definitely get Shag in here. Somebody hit Shag up.
He was just at my crib like 3 weeks ago.
Doc, hit him up. Doc got his number. Hit him up.
I
Get
talked
him up.
I'm the one that
I told the story about Tom, how Tom set his hair on fire.
But I called Kevin and told him that what happened to Tom and everything. He was upset. So look, back to the Tom thing. I don't want to take up too much time. Me, Jeff Taylor, Bob Miller, riding bikes, stopped at Andy's Philly Steaks, probably for some food or drinks. Tom came around from the corner and just wanted to talk to us because he just moved to Phoenixville. And Jeff Taylor, always wanted to fight and shit. I fuck with Jeff Taylor still. He's a friend of mine. But he was always a wild dude.
Mm-hmm.
And
he liked to fight as a kid. He was a real angry kid.
I had to fight this motherfucker all the time.
He was always fighting.
He was, yeah.
Still cracking the fuck up.
He had a bunch. Jeff had a big wad of gum in his mouth, right? Like a big league chew or some shit. And he kept telling Tom, "Get the fuck out of here!" And he threw the gum at him. And he didn't know Tom that well because, well, obviously he didn't. But Tom was ready to rumble him right there, and basically Jeff got so scared he took off on his bike. Was like, "I'm going to get my brother." And me and Bob stayed there and kicked it with Tom and became friends with him right there. So me and Bob Miller actually met Tom, well, all of us, all three of us, which yeah, I didn't think of it like that. Me, Jeff, and Bob met Tom all at the same exact time.
That's something.
Yeah.
That's
I
dope.
love that.
30 years ago.
Hmm.
30 years ago.
Man,
Crack.
You-
Check in, Crack. How you feeling, big homie?
I'm chilling, man. I'm all right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, like when I mean that's with anybody close, whether they close,
Yo,
family, whatever.
yo.
It don't really bother me no
what
more.
up? What up?
It's just, you know, it is what it is as far as just keeping the good memories alive, man.
That's all you can do.
And we all
I
got
got
some. That's
I got a similar approach to that too, but I think I don't know. I think I'm just callous from a lot of just goofy experiences that I kind of just I don't know if it's healthy or unhealthy how I deal with trauma and stuff these days, but I'm not
I
shooting.
mean,
dope.
plus
So I
some
feel
of the
like
worst
something positive.
ways. I mean, some of the worst times of hearing someone dying is in jail because you can't go to it, none of that. So, I mean, that happened quite a few times. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, when you're out here, you can still experience everything. Like, you know, like just like this Zoom call, like you wouldn't be doing this if you was booked. So it takes a lot from you. So
Absolutely.
you got to get used to it.
Yeah, how you would adjust to things and handle things is probably different.
I think it's the level
It
of
almost has to be, right?
I think it's Monica. I think it's like the level of acceptance. You just accept it because you know, like you're so used to being in a. I can relate to that totally. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in jail my whole 20s for real. So it's like everybody that died in that time, I was probably booked. So it's like you just build that. You just gotta tolerate it. There's nothing you can do about it. You can cry, whine, you can be upset, but you realize that them feelings ain't gonna get you through it. It's your actions, and you gotta find ways to cope with it. And, you know what I mean? Do different shit. I stay busy too. One thing I do that helps me is I stay busy. Like right after I heard that news, I sat there, wrote a treatment out for a video, and shot a video the next day in LA. I happened to be on vacation at the time when I heard the news. So that I think that may have helped too. I think I spoke to Kelly about it, or maybe Monica earlier about it too, about that. Like I think that helped. You know what I'm saying? Because it allowed me to sit with it, but as I'm doing things and as I'm experiencing new things. So it was like, you know, and I still sat with it. I remember sitting out every night we got back to the hotel. I would go out to the balcony, roll up a blunt, and I would sit there. The one night I think I was talking to a few of y'all on the phone. The other night I just sat there by myself and I just, you know, just think about it, man. Think about memories. You know, I don't cry a lot, so I didn't cry, but you know, I wasn't, you know, that's just not something I do. It's probably not healthy either. Anybody out there listening, cry, get it out.
Crying is good.
Crying is good. It's a great thing.
Getting all that them toxins out of you too.
Most definitely. But Tom, like to me, Tom was, you know, I think I met Tom in, was it Milligan Street? It was Milligan Street. And I remember I was up there and Delaney lived in that back alley too. I think they were neighbors. He lived like right next door to her or something. Or like
Yeah, she lived like on the corner a little bit.
She lived on the corner.
Yeah.
She lived on the corner of Lincoln and yeah. So, and that's how I met him. I think I was walking by or something and I seen Ann. I stopped and was talking to her because I just knew her. I mean, I don't know how old I was. I was young. It's when Tom lived back there. So I don't know what year that was, but I was young as shit. But I still remember that vividly. He just came out, same situation. He just came out and started talking. Yo, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm Tom. I'm from Philly. He's probably said that shit 30 times in the first 10 minutes I met him, but that was Tom. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
For some reason, I still remember that. And that's kind of funny how I remember that shit. And then the last time I seen Tom, like in person, other than on episode 3, if you haven't seen episode 3, I highly suggest you watch that shit. Started at like minute 50 and watch. That shit's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
But,
I was watching him last night.
It's too funny, bro. It's too. I was laughing out loud the one night watching it by myself, like dying. But the last time I seen him, Tom had a layover in Phoenix. And I, you know, he called me. He was like, yo, where you at? I said, nigga, where are you at? The fuck you talking about? He said, yo, I'm in Phoenix. I'm at the airport. I said, he said, my plane don't leave till like 9. It was like 5:30. I said, I'll be right there. I went to their Scoopy and we went on a little ride and shit. It was dope. But that's the last time I seen him. So that's
a great memory, Core. I
it
forgot
was.
all
It was the
about
last
that.
time.
Yeah.
It was definitely the last time. We had a dope we just busted it up. We was, smoking a little bit, chilling. And
Was that the last summer?
that was last year. I don't know whenever he went back to Phoenixville. I don't know exactly when that was, but Brooks in the
Brooks on.
I just seen Brooke. In the meantime, let's jump into Hayden. Hayden jumped in
Yo,
about a minute or two ago. Hayden, what's up, brother?
Oh, Hayden, you didn't know who the fuck that was.
Yeah, I didn't know. Listen, I didn't even know how to work this, John. I had to text D. I'm like, yo, how do you get in there, shit, man? What's going? Like, he's like, it's at the bottom of the screen. So my name is LG Stylo 5X right now.
What's up, dude? That's some hard shit there.
Sounds like a porno name.
Sound like Elon Musk name.
Okay.
5X.
Slinging meat for a living.
Yo, what was the porno they found at Shag's house?
Why we
Oh my god.
We're not gonna talk about
What was the porno, Doc? They found it. What's his name's crib, and they said somebody was getting money to the cover.
Oh my god!
Hey, bro.
It was called Mooney Rooney's Pecker Trip.
Whoa! Say what? What?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What's up?
Brooke.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just got back to the hotel. What's up with everybody?
Do you feel better now that you've seen all these faces?
I can only see one face at a time. I don't.
Wife. Swipe
Yeah,
sideways. You see everybody.
What in the world? Now
Yeah,
I
I
can
tried
only
to.
see. How do I?
I could
You
gotta like change.
If you wasn't on your phone, you'd get to see everybody in like one thing.
I like the desktop experience. Resume a lot better.
It's way better on a computer. I'm on my phone also.
Yeah, let's give or take.
It does what it does.
You do what it do, baby. You do what it do.
It'll work.
Oh, Murdoch, you remember that time that fucking Tom was battling motherfucking Brzezinski and called him Tim Weasel? He dubbed him Tim Weasel in the freestyle.
He
It was
gave
the
him the name.
funniest shit
He
ever.
gave him the name.
I said, yeah, he still got the nickname. Tom gave him the nickname basically from that battle. Yeah.
The battle. This thing.
Who's all on right now? Who's all on right now?
Please.
Huh?
Who's all on here right now?
We got me and then Corey, Derek, Meredith, Monica, Jamie. We got Lex, Hayden, Erica Swanson's on. And we got Jamie Asher, just in case you don't know who exactly what Jamie.
I know too.
Y'all gotta forgive me though, because I didn't smoke the blunt. Now I'm like 3 sheets to the wind.
I'm like 4 drinks in, so I mean I have some fun.
So we're good, then. Everybody vibing.
I gotta catch up.
Funny stories, but I don't know who all.
Kel, say that again.
That's why I didn't know who Hayden was until he said so. I was down here like, who is that? Just drawing.
Listen, Hayden looking like he's sitting in motherfucking Alchemist's studio or something.
Yeah, so I didn't know what was going on.
Nah, this is like
He looked like he about to make a motherfucking Benny the Butcher album right now.
Alchemist.
He get ready to make some heat up in that John, that's for sure.
Nah, I'm getting ready to hop on this Call of Duty.
Oh shit.
Okay.
He's a gamer.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Can I tell a story?
You can.
Yeah.
All right, so most of you guys know mine and Tom's history, and like I wanted to post it on Facebook, but it's really not like because of the way Tom was. I'm sure a lot of people probably won't appreciate it, but I think you guys will think it's hysterical. And I always told Tom that I was going to tell the story at his funeral anyway. So
listen, if you know Tom, Brooke, if you know Tom, you got to tell the story.
You got to.
Yeah.
In honor of him. So
yeah.
Look at my stepdaughter. Isn't she beautiful?
Yes. Hello. Oh.
Tom loved her. Tom loved her a lot. But anyway, so you guys, I mean, most of y'all remember when we lived in Oakwood Manor back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I was pregnant with Brianna, so we were like 19, and Tom used to hide Swift in the stairwell, so I wouldn't cuss him out for doing his thing, you know. So, I went to a Christmas party for Tri-County, and I came back. Tom was. Oh wait, I wasn't pregnant because Tom was babysitting. So Brianna was newborn. I came back and walked in the door. Tom's laying on the couch reading a camera magazine upside down. Swear to God, there's a squirrel on the Christmas tree. So I'm bugging because Brianna's like just came home from the hospital. And I'm like, you ain't sleeping, you know, you got high, she a week old, blah, blah, whatever, right? So me and Brianna go to bed. Tom wakes me up 3 a.m. B, I need you. This motherfucker made me check his asshole, bent over and spread his cheeks wide open. He swore there was something in his butt. And I told him that I couldn't wait to tell that story. And I always told him that I would tell it at his funeral. But
my God.
Yeah.
I couldn't put that on Facebook, but I know his best friends would appreciate it.
So, bro, you saying that Tom busted wide open for you?
He's probably the only one he ever did that for.
No, bro,
check this. Something's in there. Something's in
I
there.
really wish. I wish Brooke would have told this story while he was alive. I would have loved to bars for this.
Brooke, question.
I would have got a hot
what did he
for that.
What did he think was in there? What did he think was in there?
The squirrel.
The squirrel.
No.
Oh shit.
I remember that around the time because when y'all lived there, he was saying, and he said that there were snakes in the couch, and I'm like, shut up. You gotta go to fucking sleep. No fucking snakes. Go to bed.
You want to know how he got there? Because he picked up the dang living room chair and threw it out the bay window, and it went out into the pool at Oakwood Manor.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Derek, didn't you tell me he threw his kicks out the car with you and like Meredith the one time to get some new kicks?
Yeah, he did. I want new sneakers. You gotta buy me some new sneakers now.
It was fucked up.
I remember the Orlando time, and he was like, I need new sneakers. These are not good at all. And he like threw them out the window. And I'm like, we were gonna drive back and get them. And he's like, no, you need to buy me new sneakers right now. Nope, no, there's an old guy by them. I'm like, no, let's go get them. And you know how he was.
Oh yeah, wild with it. Down the way.
But did you get him sneakers though?
Yeah,
I don't
Meredith, what sneakers
remember.
did you
I mean,
buy?
that was 1997. You're asking me
Bought
for-
him the 97 Air Maxes.
It was they were actually nice. Yeah, no, they were nice.
Not well. He did have the 97. He did have the 97 Air Max.
It was the first one I seen with him, Derek.
One night actually I was with Meredith and somebody else, maybe Arnie. No, I was with Kyle Martin. I was with me, Meredith, Kyle Martin, and Meredith had a fucking Nissan something back then.
Maxim.
I don't know. Yeah, it was an older style one though.
Nissan Maxim.
Yeah, 6-cylinder one. And me and Kyle were going down Washington, and Meredith were going down Washington Avenue at like 100 and something mile an hour. I don't know why the fuck we were doing that.
Down Washington?
Yeah.
Damn.
Who was driving? Me?
Where were you trying to go? What was the destination?
Me? I was driving.
It dead ends.
Derek was trying to get home.
Derek wanted to get home.
We were just acting
Who
wild.
was driving? Me?
No, I was. I took off from the cozy scooter, and I shot all the way down through down Washington Avenue. I blew through the stop sign, and I was just, I don't know why I did that. It sounds crazy.
At Nate's crib?
And then I seen these shiny sneakers because the sneakers are reflective from light, and the whole thing's are reflectors. So I seen these shiny sneakers walk across the street, like from a distance. And then Tom just started jumping up and down because he knew it was me somehow. I don't know. And he opted in too, and then we took off.
Yo, Doc, you remember when he had the polo outfit?
Say it again.
Doc, you remember when he had the polo outfit that matched it, the sweatsuit that matched the sneakers? And it had the reflectors on the side of the polo outfit? The
I
sweatsuit?
kind of remember it. I kind of do remember it.
He rocked them with the 97s. That shit look crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. It's one of the illest outfits I remember seeing anybody rock. It was.
I
It's a
didn't
dope
buy
ass
that
outfit.
outfit. I bought but it's the sneakers, but not the outfit.
Nah, yeah, I don't even know if you bought the sneakers. I was
Yeah, same here. I don't.
But I know he had them 97s with that polo suit. That joint was crazy.
Yeah. It was around that time, and we were all hanging out. So maybe he did, maybe she did or didn't. I forget.
The one
He
thing
also
I do,
had like these Wallaby Clarks. I remember. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
He was all into like some like, and then those what else? I'm trying to think. These alligator ones. Like, yeah, he was always into like some.
Is that a gator?
you know what he wasn't into? Ad libs. I couldn't get an ad lib on a verse from Tom to save my life.
Oh my gosh, it's
The best was the Respect Who one. He was ready to rock. He killed the verse on the Show Some Respect joint. I think he went outside the back of Matt's. He did a bump real quick to get busy. Came back in.
Listen, Lex, I'll give you the outside story because I don't think you went outside with us. We took a toot, came back in, and there was no more recording happening.
It just shut down. But the thing is, he hopped in the booth like he was ready to.
Yeah, because he was like this. He was like,
I can't do it.
Yo, yeah, that shit ain't happening. That shit is not happening, kid. I think you wanted me to touch the verse up. I was like, nah, cuz I'm good. maybe next week.
Oh man,
that was not happening.
Yeah.
Jaw swing.
How many times? I think Tom, for a while, I think he really did believe he was Derek Conio, born on January 30th. Is it?
Oh my god!
I still don't have my license because of that shit.
He's the original. He's the original perpetrator.
Oh, he is. Tom used to use Derek's name all the time.
No, he showed me on the Chester County website. It says Tom Conboy, aka Derek.
He's literally the reason. He's literally the reason why Derek ain't got a license.
It said next to Tom's name. If you look it up now, it probably still says it, aka Derek Coney.
I probably could have got it back a lot sooner, but I told you the way I was driving, so I deserve to probably not have it for a very long time. But I still drive.
Fuck Washington Avenue. Derek was doing $120 down Hall Street.
Nah. I got the all-time story. We was on the bike trail. This boy was on the bike trail, and Jay left his pager on the bike trail. We riding down the bike trail in the car. Derek driving the car down the bike trail.
The bike trail that takes you from Valley Forge to Philly.
In Erica's Acura.
Oh shit!
Then we had to lift up. Yeah, we had to lift up. We had to car. Like 5 people had to lift up the back of the car to get it out of the trail.
Oh, that shit was fucked up, bro.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I used to fuck her cars up.
That's funny because Tom used to do the same thing to mine.
That Honda Civic.
Sheesh.
And the 626 and the Jeep. Tom had the Jeep on fire.
That Civic, I think we went down the city every day the whole summer, or the whole winter, whatever fucking season it was.
That motherfucker had a lead foot. He had a lead foot. He didn't know what a brake was. He just fucking lead foot.
Yeah, Tom's driving ability wasn't the greatest.
No, Tom took me for hostage one time to Graham's house. That time that happened with Brian Station at the Vincent. Oh my gosh! But now
I remember that. I wasn't there, but I remember it.
I never thought I would say this, but what I would give for him to take me hostage again. I mean, dang.
Brian just told that story to me the other day when he stopped by. The night I heard about Tom, my cousin Brian stopped by, and we just sat and chilled for. I don't know. He stayed over for a couple hours. And then he was telling me just stories and shit. And then how Tom and him were wrestling. And then he hit his head and was knocked out.
Over top of his head with some retard strength and flipped him.
Brian
And
was-
he made me leave him, and he passed out. He wasn't like conscious. That was not okay.
Gosh.
Dang.
knocked his ass out.
Sure did.
Yo, I gotta get going.
All right, Mike. Thanks for joining us,
safe.
Mike.
All right, then.
Yeah, no
Definitely.
worries. Be safe.
Tom been trying to get her in Jordan Retro Force because she's stuck on forces.
Oh.
I mean, if the forces is where it's at, though. I like the forces. That's a good look. You can't go wrong with the pair of fresh forces on the outfit.
Classic look.
It's a classic look. A lot of parts of the country, that's a very popular look.
Man, I've been looking at trying to get the custom painted joints, but they want a grip for them, man.
Yo, did y'all see them Gore-Tex Nikes I see posted? Y'all ain't see that?
I did.
I thought about Tom and I was gonna buy them because I was like, yo, I ain't never seen these Jones. They look crazy.
Tom loves some fucking sneakers though.
Yeah, he would have liked. I think Tom would have talked me into buying them Jones. Yo, get them Jones, cuz.
I always try to lace my sneakers up like Tom laced his sneakers up, but I can never do it like you do.
I know, right?
But it looks high as ever.
I don't even remember how he laced them. I know how he tied his hoodies though.
Yes, and his hoodies.
His hoodies was legend. That's legendary.
Tie it up here.
He's the
They were
first
kind of
person
the
I ever
same,
seen do it. I seen a few people bite off it. We ain't gonna mention no names, but I know he's the first one.
I mean, I did.
No, I'm joking because I'm me and Monica. She didn't laugh though, so it wasn't.
Oh man.
Nah, I do it every now and then, but rarely. I think I might start doing it again though. It's a reason to. It's a reason to step my swag up.
I'm just gonna start doing it in general.
You know what I mean? Yeah.